Hi friends, welcome back to my channel again. So in this video I'll explain you about a topic per capita income related to social studies. So let us discuss about the per capita income. So friends, in the world there are three types of countries. They are developed countries, developing countries and undeveloped countries. So these are the three types of countries which are present in the world. So we can call the developed countries as the rich countries and the developed and undeveloped countries as poor countries. So for example, we will take America is a developed country. We know that the America, USA is a developed country, and coming to developing, we will take example of our country, India. We know that our country is still developing. Means how we are knowing this? Means who are telling and on the basis of which they are telling that it is developing or it is developed or it is undeveloped. So let us discuss how we can tell the country is a developed or undeveloped or developing. So in the country we are having many types of banks, private and government banks, but in the world there is a single bank called as World Bank. So first this World Bank will give the World Development Report, a report called as World Development Report. So the World Development Report issued by the World Bank will classify the countries as developed or undeveloped or developing. So the country is developed or undeveloped or developing. That will be depending on the World Development Report given by the World Bank. How they will prepare this World Development Report? On which basis? Means first they had given the World Development Report on the basis of income of the country. The income of country. What is meant by income of the country? Income of the country is nothing but the income of all the residents or the people living in a country. They will add the, if a person in a country is earning 2 lakhs, another person is earning 5 lakhs, then if we add both, there is total 7 lakhs. Like that, they will add the income of all the people who are living in a country. Like that, so they will calculate the total income of the country like this. On the basis of income, if the country is having more income, then they will classify as developed countries, and if the country has middle income, then it can be classified as developing country, and if the country has low income, overall it is having low income, then it can be classified as poor country. So let us discuss how they calculated the income of the country and how they prepared the World Development Report. I said you that the World Bank will prepare the report on basis of income of country, and they will classify the country as developed or undeveloped or developing, but many of them were not satisfied with the process of classifying the countries on the basis of income. Why? Because some countries will have more population and less income, and some countries will have less population and more income. Like this, all the countries are having different population. If we take an example, if we take a country A and country B, each country is having 5 citizens. Country A is having 5 number of citizens and country B is having 10 citizens. So country B is having more number of citizens when compared to country A, but in a year these 5 citizens in country A are earning 1 lakh. So in a year, these 5 citizens of country A together, if we add their income, it will be 1 lakh, and in country B there are 10 members, but together if we add their income per annum, then their income is only 60,000. But according to us, all will think that here there are more number of people, then they will earn more income than this, but it is wrong. Less number may earn less, people may earn more income, and more people may earn less income. So that's why many of them are not satisfied with the process of classifying the countries on the basis of income. Now let us see what are the changes made in the World Development Report. As we discussed in the previous example, the problem is only with the population but not with the income. The population is less and the income is more, and the population is more and the income is less. The problem is with the population. So there are some changes made by the World Bank in the World Development Report. So the changes are, they are calculating an income called as average income of the country. Average income of the country means how they will calculate. This is the question. So in a country, the formula we can remember as formula, the average income formula is total income of country. Just I had said before how to calculate the total income by adding the income of all the residents living in a country. Total income of country divided by total population of country. So the problem is only with the population. So if we divide the total income with the total population, we can accurately give the average income of one person in a country. So in the previous example, the country A is earning 1 lakh. It is having 5 number of citizens. If we divide each person, we can get the average income, that is each person is earning 20,000 rupees. On this we can classify them as developed or undeveloped or developing. And country B, coming to country B, total income is 60,000 by 10 members. Here if we observe, the one person of the country is earning 6,000. So here the one person in the country is earning 20,000 and here the one person in the country is earning 6,000. Means we can classify this as developed country and we can classify this as poor country or undeveloped country. So this formula makes the calculation easier and we can classify the countries in the world easily. So this income, this average income, total income of country by divided by total population is also known as per capita income. This is only called as per capita income. And there is a question that is this number is considered as dollars or rupees or any other currency. So let us discuss how they are classified, means what symbol, what currency is given to that number. So let us see in which currency the per capita income, the solution of per capita income is measured after dividing with the formula I had said you before. So many of the countries, so in the world, many of the countries are having the dollar as their currency. Like we are having Canada dollar, we are having US dollar, and we are having Australian dollar. Like this we are having many dollars and here the common one is the dollar. So they had, the World Bank had decided to give the World Development Report in the currency of US dollar. The symbol of US dollar is this, and we know that the value of 1 US dollar equal to 74.99 rupees today. Today the value of $1 is 74.99 rupees. So like this they will convert the income solution into the dollar, US dollar, and they will prepare a world development report on the basis of this currency. Many of them will confuse that I had said it will be converted into the US dollar, means they will think that the total income of the country is taken into the US dollar, but it is wrong. As we see in the example of country A, it is 1 lakh and it is having 5 number of citizens. Now let us name the country A as India. Let us take our country. We know that the currency of India is rupees. The symbol of rupees is this. And this 1 lakh will be in the form of rupees, not dollars. Rupees. And for the citizens, for the population, there will be no currency and it will be taken exactly by the numerical value by 5. If we divide, we will get 20,000 rupees. They will take it as 20,000 rupees. World Bank will take according to its country currency. if the instead of India, if we take US, they will take in dollars. If we take example of India, World Bank will take exactly only rupees. But here, after we are getting the 20,000 rupees, these 20,000 rupees is converted into the US dollars. Then that number will be taken into the classification of countries in the world. Up to here, the World Bank will take only in the rupees. Next, they will convert this 20,000 rupees into dollars. If we take if we take approximately $20 is 20,000 rupees is $1,000. Not exactly, just approximately. Like this, they will convert this into the dollars and they will prepare a world development report. The numerical value according to their country's currency will be converted into the US dollars, and then that will be with that, on the basis of that, the world development report is prepared. When it is converted into the US dollars, they had given some measurements that if a country is having 12,055 dollars, if a country is having $12,055 or more than this, then that country is classified or considered as developed country or rich country. So if the country is having the dollar value, world development report value more than 12,055, then that country is considered as a developed country or a rich country. Now coming to the poor country or undeveloped country, if the world development report, the US dollar rate is less than $995, if the US dollar is less than the $995, then it is considered as poor country or undeveloped country. So like this, they will classify the countries on the basis of calculation of US dollars. Now if we talk about our country India, so after listening this topic, we wanted to know the per capita income of India. So in 1995 and before, the per capita or average income of India is less than US dollar 885. If the US dollar is less than 995 or 995, they are considered as undeveloped countries or poor countries. But India's situation is critical at that time. Not even at the range of $995, it is having less than, not even 885, it is having less than US dollar 885. Means at that time India is very backward. Why? There is a reason here, because at that time India used to not allow the private organizations into the India. So that's why the total organizations will be government, not private in India. That's why the per capita income of India is very less. 1995 and before 995, the per capita income is less than US dollar 885, whereas India is considered as undeveloped. But there is a drastic change when the government is allowed the private bankings or private organizations to our country in 2010 to 2015. In between the 2010 to 2015, then the India per capita income is US dollars 6,000. There is a drastic change from US dollar 885, it had changed to US dollar 6,000. So why all will talk about India proudly? Because any country did not have this much drastic change in the world. India is now first place in the drastic change of per capita income. Within the 10 to 15 years, the growth is from hundreds to thousands. So that's why India is considered as now developing countries, one of the developing countries. As a developed country, US dollar must be, per capita income must be 12,095. India is in the middle per capita income, that is 6,000. That's why it is considered as developing countries, not undeveloped and not developed countries. It is developing country. So that's why all will feel proud as Indian. Why? Because there is a drastic change from 1990s to 2010s, from hundreds to thousands. So this is about our country in per capita income. This is the reason behind the joining of hands between India and several countries in the world. So friends, now after India, there is a shocking thing that we know the country Sri Lanka. This country Sri Lanka will depend on India on many imports for many exports and imports. We will supply many goods to Sri Lanka. One of the country is Sri Lanka, where we supply many of the goods. But an interesting fact is that the per capita income or average income of Sri Lanka at present, update information is US dollar 11,095. So this is the US dollar per capita income of Sri Lanka is 11,095, whereas India's per capita income is in only 6,000. Many of them will neglect the Sri Lanka as it is a small area, country with small area, which is, many of them will think that Sri Lanka is not great than India, but it is near to the developed countries. Within 1 or 2 years, it will become the developed country, and India will be still in developing country. US dollar is 11,095 is not a small thing. Why? Because the reason is that we know that this is Sri Lanka below the India. It is a small area, but there are many. The population is also less. Population is less in Sri Lanka, but why it is having more per capita income? Why? Because the population is less, their income is more. There are more jobs and their income is more. That's why the per capita income of Sri Lanka is more than India. So friends, I hope you like this video. Please do like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.